Show me dragon.
Very good. Very good. Comment below if you know that reference, and I'll give you a high five in person.
It's a movie about there's a boy named Hiccup. And his dad, Gerard Butler.
Jerry's butler.
There's in Scotland, and there's lots of dragons, and they're attacking. They're evil. It's they hate each other. It's the Bloods versus Crips here.
Perfect analogy.
Yeah, it's the Montagues versus the
Capulets.
It's the Hutus versus the Tutsis. What are the other ones? Hotel Rwanda.
Comment below. What's Chris talking about?
It's in Africa. It's a thing, man. You never seen Rwanda?
I've heard of Rwanda. Yeah, she lives down my street. Anyway, we're getting way off.
Keep going. They don't like each other.
They don't like each other.
Everyone, all the humans, they hate the dragons. But Hiccup, he wants to be part of this town here. He wants to catch a dragon, so they respect him. But he's kind of the token
outcast,
smart boy, outcast, do it different. And he has this little catapult thing that shoots a little rope. He hits a
Night Fury,
which no one's ever seen before because they're bloody fast. It's like that one Ho-Ho thing from Pokemon, if you remember that first episode.
A Usain Bolt in the sky, if you will.
He hits it, but no one believes him, and he basically kind of ruined the town. I think he murdered all the sheep. Was that
That's
what
safe
was happening?
To say, yeah. No, he personally took a knife to all of them, murdered all of them,
Killed all the sheep. He did hit the dragon, and he's going to kill it, but he doesn't have the heart to because he's a good guy. You can't hurt this poor animal, and then he starts being friends with it, but he can't tell no one. And then he starts teaching it how to fly. He's learning how to train a dragon, and then it ends up the dragons were the friends they made along the way.
Yeah, well said, well put. Does it follow the exact same beats as the cartoon?
Just from my memory, I don't think there was any like Asian or black people in the cartoon.
Were there Asians and blacks in this one?
Yeah, there's a couple black people.
And I don't even see race, Chris.
Hats off to you for not seeing race.
I guess.
I don't even see. I see racism, but not race. So
I will admit, I almost was being that guy. I was like, for a half a second, I'm like, they're in Scotland. Why are there black people? Why are there Asians? And then I'm like, it's a kids movie about dragons. Why do I care? That's where I was like, I'm dumb here. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because this one, they're like, we got all the best Vikings from across the land. And it's supposed to be the best of the best go to that island to kill the dragons. I don't think that was a thing in the cartoon. I don't remember it, at least. The guy that's like always trying to impress his dad, and his dad hates him.
Yep, been there. Yeah.
Love you.
That wasn't in the cartoon at all.
Oh, okay, sure.
Overall, like a lot of the same lines, a lot of like shot for shot the same. But should we go into some cons?
Yes. I got some. There are some things that didn't quite translate. I could assume that they were supposed to be like bouncy, like animation lends really well to that, where you can animate a silly character where they're kind of flailing, and the animation's like hyper stylized, wacky movements, and it doesn't quite have the same, I would assume, feel. Like the twins, for instance. You could tell that skinny guy, he's supposed to be like the, and the physicality just, it doesn't match quite. There's the token fat guy character who's spouting off all that nerd stuff. I could tell some of his lines were like, oh, this line is from the movie. But I couldn't understand a lot of what he was saying. That actor, he's really good, but he has a really thick New Zealand accent. He was trying to cover it up, but didn't do that well of a job. And so I was like, wait, what is that? It didn't break the movie at all. It's just a small con. But other things that didn't quite translate to me was like, the cartoon is a hyper stylized kind of deal where you got the dragons are all kind of really cartoony. And so when you literally take like Toothless, when you take him and put him in a real world, it looks weird. Because I don't have affinity for it. So I was like, Hiccup, for instance. I looked up a picture of him from the cartoon. He's this goober, just a weird Play-Doh-looking boy, They cast like this really handsome, broad young man, and they try to hide it. I'm like, this guy's too handsome to be playing this goober guy.
And he doesn't have the like nasally... This guy obviously isn't like that.
Minor cons. It did not break the movie for me. I still think it's great. It's not a con, but I was thinking on my way home, I was like, this must have been really weird for Jerry's butler to do the same movie twice.
super easy.
Yeah.
Barely an inconvenience.
It's like, I know this line, yeah.
I remember saying this.
Yeah. I just thought that was cute. Must have been fun for him to like kind of do it, recreate it, but live action. So
It's an uphill battle with the live action because I feel like in the cartoon you could like beat up the dragons a little more. Because this one, when the Night Fury blows the fire in the beginning, he just like hops down like 5 feet to like the next level. In the cartoon, he like jumps off the whole thing, which it's like a cartoon. You can kind of do whatever. And like they do like punch him up a little bit in this, but you can only do so much. As far as like plot wise, they go find the dragons. They get kicked to the curb. And that's not even a dragon nest.
Yeah.
It's just like them in the ocean somewhere. I'm like, why do you think you would be better when you go to like their headquarters, you know? Like, why would that?
Yeah, you send out some scouts first, at least.
I know.
You got some pros?
I'd say my favorite is the 25 to hour 15 mark or so, because I like the sneaking around and he's got the dragon and you see that relationship build.
Yeah.
He imprints him, you know, puts the hand on his face.
Does the Jacob,
I like the plot for this a lot. I thought visually it looked pretty good. I know you were kind of trashing on it, but I was like, especially when they're doing like the flying around and it hits the water and it's flying through all these things. I was like, this is fun. All right, I'm not going to be too nitpicky. This is good fun here.
Yeah. To be fair, Christopher, I was not trashing it. I just said a minor con was that some of the style didn't quite translate anyway. But to speak to your point, when they're flying, when Hiccup's like teaching Toothless to fly, I think that was the best bit and the strongest bit, building the relationship, and then he's building the little thing for him. And I was like, this is cool. And they have that grand first flight, if you will. It was fun, real fun to watch. I think the music in this is really good. Really good. Like, so much that I'm going to add it to my soundtrack playlist. It does a lot of the heavy lifting, if we're talking like the emotionality of things. The main theme is really heroic and uplifting, and it's iconic. And there's variations of that leitmotif that just kind of ingrain you in that world and burn in your brain where you're kind of humming it on the way home. And it's just real good. To kind of continue what you were saying, it's a real fun story, real simple story, fun for the kids, hooting, hollering, laughing, sneering, all that jazz. Teaches good family values, about having courage, doing the right thing even though it's hard, standing up to people for the right reasons, and finding individuality among the mundane, and stuff like that. It's really good. I think Disney should really be taking some notes. Bob Iger should have been in there with me, right next to me, taking notes.
Yep.
Because this is how you do a live action, I would assume. Because anyone can go in here and watch, hey, this is a good movie. And you could probably do that with maybe the live action ones, but it's just so much, it's on a different caliber, Disney, I know you're listening. Bob, we chat on the phone every once in a while. Just take the same things that make the original special and just do that. It's not that hard. Hire actors that aren't going to be morons on press tours. Like, I don't understand what's so hard about that, but here we are.
That's all you have to do!
Yeah, I'd say if you have kids, maybe go see it. Even if you don't, if you like the original, go see it again.
Thanks for watching these highlights of our episode of the Stale Popcorn Podcast. If you want to listen to the full episode, check out the links in the description. Please like, share, and subscribe, and if you do that with your favorite YouTuber, I'm sure they would appreciate it too. Thanks, and have a great day.